morning, Taconic. We have another great show for you all today, so let's get right into it.
Today is Friday, March 22nd, and we have a great show this week.
First up, we have news from the Berkshire Eagle, a segment on March Madness, information on spring religious celebrations, a look at Women's History Month, and much more.
But first, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
March is Women's History Month, so to celebrate every morning before the bell, our administration is playing music by famous female musicians. See if you can recognize all the different songs and artists.
MCAS for grades 9 and 10 are coming up fairly soon. The grade 10 ELA MCAS will be next week on the 26th and the 27th, while the grade 10 Math MCAS will be in May and the grade 9 Science MCAS will be in June.
In partnership with the Berkshire Eagle, Matt has a few stories from the past week.
Thanks, guys. Let's get right into it. As of this taping on Wednesday, the workers of Mass MoCA have been on strike for 15 days now. Over the past weekend, negotiations took place between the museum and the union, but the museum did not meet the union's goals of a higher minimum wage and higher salary increases, causing the strike to continue. According to a union organizer, the museum's proposed deal was, quote, characterized as a take-it-or-leave-it offer. Last Wednesday, the Pittsfield School Committee voted unanimously in favor of a statement of interest about a new construction project to build a new school on the same site as Crosby. The project is part of a larger reconstruction idea that could change attendance district and grade level distributions between the schools. The Pittsfield City Council will vote on approving the statement of interest later in the month. The statement must be filed with the Massachusetts School Building Authority by April 12th in order to be eligible for the next round of state funding. If the project was approved, then it would be eventually scheduled for 2028 or 2029. Following State Representative William Smitty, Pignatelli retirement after 22 years, 3 Democrats will be running for his seat. Stockbridge Select Board member Jamie Minacci was the most recent to join the race, announcing at the Stockbridge Democratic Town Committee caucus last weekend. This followed the announcement of Vice Chairman of the Great Barrington Select Board, Lee Davis, and Stockbridge Select Board member and previous Chairman Patrick White. These 3 will face off in Democratic primary and will go on to face Lennox Select Board member Mary Beth Mitz, who was running unaffiliated with any party in the general election on November 5th. For more news outside of Taconic, go to BerkshireEagle.com. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Matt. Over the last few weeks, BCC has been hosting several FAFSA completion workshops. If you need help completing the form, the last workshop is on April 11th from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. You can register for this session online on the BCC website.
Taconic's spring musical, The Little Mermaid, coming up soon, and Chloe's here to tell us more.
Hey guys, if you didn't know already, Taconic's musical performance of The Little Mermaid will be showing on May 10th, 11th, 16th, 17th, and the 18th at 7:30 p.m., as well as 2:30 p.m. on the 11th. Tickets are on sale now if you would like to attend, and be sure to buy them ahead of time before tickets sell out. If you're looking to buy a ticket, there is a link in Dr. Bishop's newsletter. We hope to see everyone there. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Chloe. Next up is a look at March Madness.
Hello everyone, I'm Will.
And I'm Darius, and today we will be speaking about March Madness,
as well as interviewing some students and some faculty, asking them what team they might pick to win the tournament, any upsets throughout the tournament.
March Madness is a college basketball tournament in which 32 teams come together and compete for a chance to win a national championship.
What's in it for you? Well, if fans can draft a perfect bracket, they have a chance of winning a $1 billion prize.
So let's go ask some people about it. Who's your favorite college basketball team and why?
My favorite team is the Duke Blue Devils because of Jason Tatum, and he's going to lead them to the NCAA championship this year. This year, they're going to win.
Who's your favorite college basketball player and what team does he play for?
Jared McCain, and he's a part of the Duke Blue Devils.
Who do you got winning the March Madness tournament?
It's down to Tennessee and UConn winning it all.
I got UConn back-to-back. I have University of Kentucky back.
I would have to say NC State will. NC State.
That'll do it for this week's topic.
Join us next week for some more news. And as always, back to the studio. Thanks, Darius. Next Friday, we have no school because of the Good Friday holiday. And to tell us more about that and other spring religious celebrations, we have Andrew.
Hey there, Taconic. It's Andrew. Many things make Taconic special. One of the biggest things is our diverse cultures and backgrounds. To explore this, we're going to take a look at some of the holidays this spring and what religions celebrate them. Ramadan is the 9th month in the Islamic lunar calendar, observed by Muslims worldwide as a month of fasting, prayer, reflection, and community. It lasts from March 10th to April 9th. Passover is a Jewish holiday that is from April 22nd to April 30th, and it celebrates the freeing of Jewish people from slavery in ancient Egypt. Easter is a Christian holiday on March 31st and celebrates the belief of resurrection of Jesus Christ 3 days after his death by crucifixion, and Easter is a joyful end to Lenten season of fasting and repentance. These are some of the religious celebrations we celebrate this spring, and I hope you learned a little bit more about it. Back to the studio.
Thanks, guys. Earlier this week, I took a look at the lunches for next week. Let's take a look at that.
Today we'll be sharing next week's lunches provided by our hard-working lunch ladies. To start off Monday, we're having barbecue chicken with a garlic knot and a salad. Tuesday, we're having a supreme burger or a veggie burger with roasted butternut squash. Wednesday, we're having a choice between cheese, barbecue, or buffalo chicken pizza. Thursday, we're having protein-packed nachos with beans and corn. And Friday, we have the day off in celebration of Good Friday. Now let's head back to the studio.
Thanks, guys. Coming up is our look into Women's History Month. But first, we have these messages.
It's the opportunity you've been waiting for. We want you for Skills USA.
Skills USA isn't just another extracurricular activity. It's a pathway to unlocking potential and honing essential skills for success.
From volunteering in our community to collaborating on projects right here at Taconic, Skills USA empowers students to make a positive impact.
And let's not forget about the conferences and competitions. These events aren't just about winning medals. They're about gaining valuable knowledge about ourselves and our career paths.
Plus, the friendships and connections formed in Skills USA extend far beyond high school. You'll build a network of support that lasts a lifetime.
So whether you're interested in refining your skills, exploring new career opportunities, or just want to have a blast with like-minded peers, Skills USA has something for everyone.
Get involved, make a difference, and join us in shaping a brighter future through Skills USA.
Talk to Ms. Kona or Ms. Thompson if you're interested in signing up.
Now back to the studio.
Hey there, Taconic. Have you ever wanted to watch Taconic TV but haven't had the time? Well, do I have news for you. Our podcast, Up on Taconic, is streaming now. This podcast offers a great new perspective on our show with a more in-depth look at some segments from the main show and exclusive things only seen on the podcast.
Now I know you may be thinking, how might I watch such an amazing podcast? Well, you can stream it on sites like Spotify or CastBox, or you can listen to it live on WTBR, which is at 89.7 FM.
So get ready to learn, laugh, listen, and enjoy to an all-new audio experience.
And as always,
back to the studio.
Because March is Women's History Month, over the last week, Andrew and I have taken a look into women's history.
Hey, it's Taconic. In this month of history, we're here to shine a spotlight on the remarkable lives and legacies of women who have shaped the course of our world. First off, we have Sojourner Truth, an African-American abolitionist and women's rights campaigner who gave the famous speech, Ain't I Woman?, which explained clearly how women were equal to men. Next up, we have Susan B. Anthony, an American activist against slavery and the promotion of women's rights and workers' and human rights. Next up, we have Marie Curie. Not only was a French and a Polish psychiatrist and chemist, Marie Curie was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, but also she won the award twice. Ruth Bader Ginsburg graduated first in her class at Columbia Law School, and she was the first Jewish woman to ever serve. She spent much of her career fighting for women's rights and gender equality, and has become an icon for feminist movement. Amelia Earhart became the first female pilot to ever fly across the Atlantic Ocean. She went on to become a best-selling author and a co-founder of the 99s, an organization of female pilots.
Hello everyone, my name is Will Delsano. Today I'm going to be asking Taconic students and staff questions about Women's History Month. Let's get right into it. Is there a woman in particular that you think is underappreciated or undervalued in women's history?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't look at a particular woman that inspires me. I think all women should be thought about in that aspect of inspiring, and it shouldn't be like downgraded just because you're a woman.
In the context of women's history, is there a particular woman that has inspired you and how?
Harriet Tubman, and I really respect her bravery to free all those slaves.
I think we should celebrate Women's History Month because women, they do a lot of work, and historically they've done a lot of work, but they often don't get appreciated for everything that they do. So I think it's nice to kind of spotlight that and give it some space.
Do you feel as if Women's History Month is underappreciated, and if so, why?
I do believe that Women's History Month is underappreciated because you don't really see signs around the school as though to bring awareness to it, and it's just not talked about on the loudspeaker as well, which I could actually bring up something because I am the morning announcer, but I just also didn't think of it, so I guess it's just like a community thing that nobody really thinks about it much.
That's all we have today for Women's History Month.
And as always,
back to the studio.
Thanks, guys. Well, that's all we have for you today. And as always, if you have any news you'd like us to report, please email us at taconictv@pittsfield.net.
Remember to take responsibility, have respect, and strive for excellence.
Have a great day, Taconic.